Hello BookTube, my name is Elizabeth, and welcome to Book Babble. So today, as you can tell, I am doing a review for My True Love Gave to Me, 12 Holiday Stories. This is edited by Stephanie Perkins, and the authors are Holly Black, Allie Carter, Matt De La Pena, Gail Foreman, Jenny Han, David Levithan, Kelly Link, Mira McIntyre, Stephanie Perkins, Rainbow Rowell, Laini Taylor, and Kirsten White. I am going to try to do a brief summary and review of all 12 stories in this book, so let's just get started. First, overall, I do want to say that the book overall was great. I definitely loved some of the stories more than others. Some of the stories I loved, a couple of the stories I just did not like at all, but I'll go through all of them. The first short story we have is Midnights by Rainbow Rowell. And basically this goes through the friendship of a boy and a girl over the course of about 4 years, and they all take place on New Year's Eve, like at a party right before the countdown. And this story was super cute. I have never read any of these authors, so I've never read a Rainbow Rowell, and I thought this was adorable. One of the reasons why I wanted to read My True Love Gave to Me is because I have never read any of these authors, and a lot of them are like new adult contemporary authors, and I kind of want to get into that genre, but I didn't know where to start. So I loved when this came around because I was able to kind of just get a short version of a book to feel out if I like the author's writing style and things like that. So Midnights by Rainbow Rowell was a definite good start to this book, and I really enjoyed it. The second short story in the book is called The Lady and the Fox. This is by Kelly Link. I don't know who Kelly Link is, and I'm not sure what other books that she's written, but I really didn't like this particular story. I liked the writing style and the different verbiage that she used, but the story in itself, the plot, I had a hard time connecting with, and I had a hard time following as well. I don't know if I mentioned it as it's like fantasy sort of. I don't know. It was very odd, and I couldn't really follow it, and I didn't really enjoy it. But I did enjoy the writing style, and I would be interested in seeing what other books Kelly Link has written, if they're more, something that I might be interested in, but this one I really wasn't a big fan of. The third short story in this book is called Angels in the Snow, and it is by Matt De La Pena. This is about a guy who is house sitting for his boss and his boss's wife while they are on Christmas vacation, and he's house sitting and cat sitting, and he meets the girl that's next door, and this story was super adorable. I wasn't really into the female character in this story. I just really didn't like the story around her, I guess I should say, but the premise of the entire plot was super cute, and I loved it. I was really starting to fall back in love with this book after the second story when I read this one. The fourth story is Polaris is Where You'll Find Me. This one's by Jenny Han, and I really enjoyed this one. Not as much as the other ones, but I really liked it. This is about a girl who Santa finds in his sleigh as a baby, and he takes her back to the North Pole and raises her, and so it's about her being human, and she's raised in the North Pole with the elves. I think it's just really cute. It had sort of like an elf feel to it, if you've ever seen that movie. It was really cute, and I absolutely loved it. The next short story was It's a Yuletide Miracle, Charlie Brown by Stephanie Perkins. This is the only one that I really didn't get the name of the story. All the names really had significant meaning in the story, but this one I really didn't get. But either way, this was one of my top 3 in the entire book. I loved it. It was super cute. It didn't start off as like a potential love story as you would expect it to. It is about this girl who lives across the street from a Christmas tree lot, and she works in like video editing or video making or something like that, and the guy that works the Christmas tree lot has an amazing voice, and she wants to use his voice for one of his projects. So it's about like that storyline, and I loved the guy character in this short story. He was just not your normal guy character. I don't know how to explain it better, but I really enjoyed that specific story. The next one was Your Temporary Santa by David Levithan. This one was the only gay story in the whole book, and I really liked that. This guy asks his boyfriend to dress up as Santa to help keep the, Santa idea alive for his little sister, and it was just adorable, and the whole story was super, super cute. I really liked it. The next one was called Crabbles Saw by Holly Black. This is one of the other ones that I just didn't get and didn't really enjoy. I think Holly Black is a magnificent writer. I have read several of her books, and I think she's great. I loved the writing style and the characters, just the plot line, the story. I just wasn't feeling it. It was one of the only stories in there that had the least amount of Christmassy, lovey-dovey feel, and that's what I kind of wanted from this book. I wanted all the feels, and I really didn't get that from Holly Black's story. But again, I did like her writing, and I liked the characters. I just didn't like the plot line of the story. The next one is What Have You Done, Sophie Roth? This one was by Gail Foreman. This one was my favorite female character of the entire book. I just loved Sophie. She was so funny, and I thought she was great. I can definitely relate to her because she's Jewish, and I have family members who are Jewish, so I loved that story specifically, and again, she was my favorite female character of the whole book. I just loved her. She was super funny. Then next, I have Beer Buckets and Baby Jesus. This was by Myra McIntyre. I have never read anything by Myra McIntyre. I don't even know what other books that she's written, but I loved the male character that she created in this story. The male character is one of those quintessential bad boys who kind of just want attention, and you're hoping for them to go and be the good guys for once, and he was just super cute, and the whole time you're not expecting him to find somebody, and he does. I don't know. You have to read the book. I don't want to give too much away, but this story was awesome. He was probably one of my favorite male characters in the entire book. Next, I've got Welcome to Christmas, California. This is by Kirsten White. Again, I've never read anything by her, and I don't even know what other book she's written. This couple in the book, or this male-female couple character together, they're my favorite couple in the entire book. They were so cute, and the boy just was perfect. He always knew the perfect thing to say, and he's actually a chef in the book. And this is actually when I realized, when I read this story and I was looking at the front, that's when I realized that each couple in the story had a little avatar here. For example, I was like, oh, that's a chef guy, and I realized that Welcome to Christmas, California story had a chef in it, and maybe that was them right there. And then I started looking at the other couples in there, and I had a really fun time matching up the couples in the story to the couple on the front, and I did all of them. It was pretty cute. Like I said, this one of the guys asked his boyfriend to dress up as Santa Claus, and that's him dressed up as Santa, so I thought that was really adorable. They really put some effort into making the front of the cover mirror what the the stories were about. This next one was Star of Bethlehem. This one was by Allie Carter, and this one started off really slow for me, but I really enjoyed it by the end. It was about a girl who is at the airport, and she's trying to get her ticket switched, but she can't, and this other girl comes up to her and says, look, if you're just trying to get away, I'm just trying to get away, let's swap tickets. I'm going to New York, you can have my ticket, you can go to New York where you want to go, and I'll just go wherever you're trying to go, right? So they swap tickets, and it's about the girl who offered to swap her ticket, who was supposed to go to New York, but she just wanted to get away. It's about her side of the story and where she goes, and I thought it was just so super interesting. I would have really liked a full novel on her as well. The love story in that one, I really didn't like that much. I'm not sure, it really kind of seemed like insta-love or forced or something like that. I wasn't a big fan of the couple in this story, but the plot line of the story I really enjoyed. The last story was called The Girl Who Woke the Dreamer. This one was by Laini Taylor, and I'm going to read the first sentence because it really gives a good premise about what the whole short story was about, and it says, it is the custom of the Isle of Feathers for young men to leave small gifts for their sweethearts on each of the 24 days of Advent. So it's basically about that. I really wish they had a stronger, more feels story to the end of the book, one that really left me happy. I don't know. It was a good story. I just kind of wish they had left off with a stronger story at the end. Like maybe Stephanie Perkins story or Rainbow Rowell's story or something to that effect. But other than that, I really loved it. The book overall, I gave a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was awesome, and it was definitely a great read. Please go pick it up if you want some of those feels and get in that Christmas mood. The thing that I loved about this story is even though you would expect it to be like a Christmas contemporary type thing, it's not. It has a lot of different aspects, and a lot of the stories can be related to a lot of different people, and a lot of people will enjoy it. I was worried that I wouldn't enjoy it because I thought it was just going to be contemporary and, that regular mushy-gushy novel, but a lot of them weren't, and I really loved that. I really enjoyed this book. Definitely go pick this up. Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of My True Love Gave to Me. If you did enjoy it, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!